So it's a discipline that we might need to explore, but we also they should not be allowed to participate in that. But it's a good one, and it's they should not be allowed to participate in that. It's risky, but it's a good one. It has a lot of adrenaline, so it's something that we might consider to introduce, so that we can add more medals to our assembly. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kaviu. And you pointed out a very important matter that I had actually discussed with you about pool table. You mentioned it to me last year that you are experiencing these challenges when you go out there in a pub to do your practice. And then I instructed the clerk to get this pool table because it is affordable. And it never happened, but I'll take it up again. Yes. So thank you for highlighting. I'm sorry. We'll sort it out. Thank you. All right, Honorable Felix Ngoi, and then Honorable Majority.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, a lot has been said in support of this report, but I want also to join the other members to support the report on sports and say that games are not only meant to promote the physical fitness, but also to strengthen our social bonds and foster some unity amongst the players. So in that matter, I want to say that games are very important because they will always bring us together despite our political alignments. Because even if I am not in the same political alignment with Mheshimiwa Ngunga, we still meet in the field, play together, bond together, and that makes us move forward together. So as I suppose this report, Madam Speaker, so many people have talked around the budgets, which I think because we are the people who make the budget, that should not be an issue. We should always consider to make a sufficient budget for the CASA games. Secondly, Madam Speaker, I'm one of the players, and I play the games of the rich kids together with Mheshimiwa Kasanga, and you know that we brought a trophy. And Mheshimiwa Jekam say I play the games of rich kids. That is the table tennis and the like. I also recently joined Mheshimiwa D for the golf and the likes. So we want to promise you that next time we'll bring a trophy for the golf. But I want to say that apart from the uniform that we are talking about here, I was so much impressed when we were in Nakuru by some county assemblies, whereby they had provided their cheering squads with even public address systems to cheer their people, funzelas and water and such kind of things. But Machakos, we lacked uniform, so you could not even identify yourself with the other colleagues. But the worst enough is that we did not have a good cheering squad. So I'm proposing that next time when we are going for these CASA games, it's important that we pump up our cheering squad such that we even provide with a public address system, whereby when we win, we can be able even to dance in the fields and such kind of things. Madam Speaker.
I find it very necessary that I inform the member on the floor, Madam Speaker, that is lamenting about a budget. And the last time I checked, the gentleman still sits in the CASIP where budgets are done. And so if we are to talk about failures in that field, Madam Speaker, that will squarely rest on Honorable Ngui's feet. So let him get informed that if there was a failure in terms of provision of items at the CASA games previously, that it must have been him and colleague Joanna to blame. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I don't think so. I want to protect him. Because what CASIB does is it recommends and the House passes. Isn't this House the one that passes budget? It must have been brought.
That's why I actually
So
was
why
on my
was it
feet to
passed?
say, if it had come to our attention then that we needed to pass, that would have been done. But I don't think I saw it here.
The budget was not passed by this House? Are you saying that?
Saying that we don't provide for CASA games?
I'm saying, who passes the budget?
The House.
You have answered yourself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next time, you
Thank
look
you.
into it, you see whether it is. What?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for that protection.
Proceed, Honorable.
I would also want to inform my
Okay, take the shortest time, Honorable Felix.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also want to inform my learned friend and a senior member of this assembly that CASIB only manages the budget, but this assembly approves the budget. And last year you had a budget that was approved by this House, but it's also good to mention that that failure that happened that time sent somebody home because of not providing the uniform. You remember that? And I believe that will not happen again. So I did my part as a member of CASIB. Whoever did not provide the CASIB uniform, you know what happened. So, so,
Exchange, Honorable
so I
Member,
believe.
Honorable Member, you are out of order, Honorable Ngunga.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So I just want to wind up and say that I think going forward, we do not expect to have such kind of delays. And my point was that when you are going for these CASA games, I want us to pump up our cheering squad, maybe provide with those fufuzelas and PS systems. Me, I was impressed when Kakamega County were dancing all over the fields. You know, we have been intimidated when our volleyball team was playing because they are making a lot of noise with the fufuzelas, with the public address system, and we are just quiet there. So I'm proposing that we take it seriously and make sure that we have a good, our pumped cheering squad. So with that, I support the report, and thank you, members. Let us continue doing sports. It's the way to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Ngui. Honorable Majority.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I first of all want to congratulate the committee for a good report, albeit the report coming late. I start by informing Mheshimiwa Kavyu that pool table is played in certain conditions. For example, you cannot play pool table in a church compound. You cannot play table in a social hall. There are certain conditions that need to be met so that the game is enjoyable. So, and it's the only sport you are allowed to take some performance enhancing. I don't want to say drugs, but you are allowed. It's part and parcel of the game. And actually, I know maybe that is a problem because I'm told you don't participate in the druggy thing. So I'm sorry for that. Number two, the people who come to disturb you when you are playing are not my voters. They are our people. So when they see you, they see me. And please, when they come, just deal with them in a good way. In a good way. And they tell me, we were with Mheshimiwa Kavyu and they have sorted us today, so you don't sort us today. So thank you for that. Number two, if you allow, Madam Speaker, Mheshimiwa Ndi suggested that I am too short for football. And Mheshimiwa Kasanga. I wanted to inform him the GOAT, and for those who know sport, GOAT is greatest of all time.
Yes.
The current GOAT is shorter than me. one Lionel Messi. The previous GOAT, Diego Maradona, is still shorter than me. So I think I am the next GOAT in county assembly football. I will be the next GOAT.
Looking at the next GOAT.
I want to say this, Madam Speaker, that we were well prepared, but in terms of practice. But members, let me tell you, and I keep saying this, we have the best gym facility in the whole county. even the big hotels, they cannot have a gym facility that we have. And it is very underutilized. I think the only 3 members who come, it's me, Mheshimiwa Katiti, Mheshimiwa current chair of chairs. I've never seen Mheshimiwa chair. Don't say even me, I've never seen you. So members, as part of preparation, let us make good use of the facility that already exists. It's very interesting. Madam Speaker, I wish that as part of the gym facility, it's being improved to have a sauna and a steam bath for members. That would be great. After you are done with the gym thing, you go to the sauna or the steam bath. Many honorable members have spoken of appreciating the teams that are participating. Just 2 weeks ago, we had Olympics. And when they came, those who won were fitted by His Excellency the President. The gold medal winner was getting 3 million. The bronze was getting 2 million. No, the silver was getting 2 million and the bronze was getting 1 million. Maybe we don't have those kind of monies, but there are other ways of appreciating the team. And let me speak on behalf of maybe staff. I would think that a participant who wins, like there is an example we always given that there's a lady who works in the communication by the name Lillian. She's always number 1 or number 2 in the short races. I'm being told another called Sarah. Maybe, Madam Speaker, just like the police,
Yeah.
if you win, apart from the money, you are promoted.
Yeah.
The current OCS for Langata police station is a former 800, Wesley Koril. At a very young age, a normal OCS would be an OCS, Mr. Ndi, Mheshimiwa Ndi, at what age? Maybe? An OCS would be at what age, normally? 40, 45. But Koril is in his early 30s, and he's already an OCS. Maybe because the staff cannot speak for them here, for themselves here, if you bring a gold, if you're number 2, number 3, you get a promotion. Hata kama ni debe moja tu, they would appreciate. But I am very sure, honorable members, as we want the money, because I cannot be promoted. So if I bring football, brings the trophy, we can, members, what do you suggest we get? Not 1 million? Huh? Like 1 million, Bob, each of for us. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Finally, I would want to thank members here who have sponsored some of this sport. I'd want to give credit to Mheshimiwa Kitaka because he is a current sponsor of the County Assembly football team. And he has told us if we bring the number 1, he's going to take us for a retreat in Mombasa. He's just told me, wow, Captain, we have a retreat in Mombasa, courtesy of Mheshimiwa Kitaka. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Oh, thank you. I'm really so impressed by these statements today. These are really very important points we are discussing here. If among us somebody has volunteered themselves to sponsor, then that is a great stride. Thank you, Honorable Kitaka, for taking up that. And this issue of appreciating winners is very key. Like that girl called Lillian Mutisia has just been winning, and the match she can get is purely just the trophy that is given by and nothing else. She will get demotivated as we go on. She will get demotivated. I think we have to take this one very seriously and look into ways of motivating, appreciating our winners, appreciating games, appreciating participants who are doing very well, and that way will motivate them and make them stand out and feel that they are really being recognized. So thank you, members. Honorable Majority, you've said very many things. I'm sure we pick them up and run with them. You've talked about sauna and steam bath. It's something that can be included because it's part of our gaming. I just want to mention that the our gym is not only the best in Kenya, so to speak, well equipped, but I think it's the best in East and Central Africa, to be honest with you. So we have the best facilities with us here. Let's utilize them, because when we have only 3 members attending, utilizing that gym, then it is underutilized, and therefore it doesn't serve the purpose it was meant for. So thank you, members. Let's proceed to the next agenda. Yes, no. Okay. Honorable, acha uchokozi. I now put the question that this assembly, have I asked the mover to come? Oh, it's not necessary. I now put the question that this assembly adopts the report of Social Welfare and Sports Committee on the 4th edition of CASA and SCA Games 2023, tabled in the assembly on 6th August 2024. As many are of the opinion, say aye. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Motion, alteration, order number 9, motion, alteration of the calendar and adjournment of the House.
May I invite Honorable Nicholas Nzioka, Leader of Majority, to come forward and move that motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that, notwithstanding the resolutions of the Assembly made on 20th February 2024, that is approval of Assembly calendar, 21st February, 15th May, 18th June, 9th July, 6th and 14th August 2024, that is alteration of the calendar, and pursuant to Standing Order number 25 sub-order 4 and 27 sub-order 3C, the Assembly resolves that the calendar, that is the regular sessions, for the 3rd session of the 3rd Assembly be altered to adjourn its sitting from today, Tuesday 27th August 2024, after the morning sitting, and resume its regular sittings on Tuesday, 3rd September 2024 at 10 a.m., and that the Assembly calendar, that is regular sessions, for the 3rd session be altered accordingly. I call upon Honorable Mulinge to second.
Thank you, Honorable Bamba. Honorable Mulinge, thank you. I now propose the question that, notwithstanding the resolutions of the Assembly made on 20th February 2024, that is approval of Assembly calendar, 21st February, 15th May, 18th June, 9th July, 6th and 14th August 2024, alteration, I think so, of the calendar, and pursuant to Standing Orders 25 sub-order 4 and 27 sub-order 3C, the Assembly resolves that the calendar regular sessions for the 3rd session of the 3rd Assembly be altered to adjourn its sitting from today, Tuesday, 27th August 2024, after the morning sitting, and resume its regular sittings on Tuesday, 3rd September 2024 at 10 a.m., and that the Assembly calendar regular sessions for the 3rd session be altered accordingly. I now put the question. Do you intend to debate on this matter? I now put the question that, notwithstanding the resolutions of the Assembly made on 20th February 2024, approval of Assembly calendar 21st February, 15th May, 18th June, 9th July, 6th and 14th August 2024, alteration of the calendar, and pursuant to Standing Orders 25 sub-order 4 and 27 sub-order 3C, the Assembly resolves that the calendar regular sessions for the 3rd session of the 3rd Assembly be altered to adjourn its sitting from today, 27th Tuesday, August 2024, after the morning sitting, and resume its regular sitting on Tuesday, 3rd September 2024 at 10 a.m., and that the Assembly calendar regular sessions for the third session be altered accordingly. As many are of the opinion, say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you, members. The House adjourns to Tuesday, 3rd September 2024 at 10 a.m. in the morning. See you then, members.